Hello and welcome back to Von Milhausen Plays The First Tree. In the last episode we finished exploring the winter time of his youth, I guess. And I suspect we are now into the springtime of his adolescent years or something. That's only a theory on my part. We'll see if I'm right. Let me start running and zoom the camera out a bit more. And we can start exploring. Let's see our first few glowing items here. There's one over this bush and a few more on that rock up there. And we have our first major item. I can't quite reach it from the ground, but can I climb this tree? I think I can. There we go. Let's see if there's anything lurking behind this rock. Nope. Okay, then let's climb up here. Butterflies. Well, let's have a look at our first story item, I suppose. Let me zoom in a bit more.
My teenage years were full of sketching, angst, and trouble. I wasn't popular or unpopular. Maybe just forgettable. I guess that gave me a sense of freedom. So I hung out with crazy kids, doing crazy things, even though I mostly just watched the chaos ensue. We did it all. Put fireworks in mailboxes, hide roadkill in people's garages, break windows of the barber shop in Anchorage. My dad was furious, but he was so busy working he couldn't do much to stop me from going out.
I think being an adult means there's no one to stop you making hard decisions. He had to make a living, and he couldn't be in two places at once.
Yeah, I realize that now. But at the time, I was sure he was more interested in growing his business than what was going on with me.
Okay, we sound like a bit of a punk, actually. Like, I don't know about any of you guys, but when I was growing up, I certainly didn't break windows of businesses in the nearby town. We have a bottle rocket here. I guess it's part of the fireworks that they hid in people's mailboxes. Let's have a look to see if there's anything hiding behind these rocks. It doesn't look like it. We do have another leap of faith to take here. There's a waterfall over there. I hope we get to explore that at some stage. It looks nice. Oh crap, that's a double jump. There we go. First take, first try. I see a ridge up here. Let's just have a quick look and see if we can climb it. Come on, game. It's just right there. Just let me do it. Yes. Ugh. There's an invisible wall. Let's see, I can get here, but I can't walk there. Man, I hate invisible walls in games. Like, I totally understand why they exist, but they're just so infuriating. Like, if you take the time to like climb up to, say, an area like this in like this or Skyrim or anything else, and it's like, haha, yes, I have, you know, wasted 5 minutes of my life battling the physics engine to force my way up to a place, then just to have like an invisible wall go, we decided we didn't want you walking off the edge of the map, so screw you, buddy. Like, it just feels like a slap in the face. Like, I totally understand why they exist, because obviously totally falling off the edge of a world is bad, but it just feels annoying now. I want to walk over there, but I'm terrified that that'll end this valley. Like, I don't know where the exit of this level is. Like, is that a volcano? I don't know where the exit of this valley is, so I'm afraid, like, I'd love to walk along this ledge that I found myself on, because it seems like, you know, it'll be a great place to hide something secret, but I'm afraid that if I go that way, I'll trigger the next level transition, and because there's only like one save game, like I wouldn't be able to get back to here without doing all of the snow place again. Hui. Look, no risk, no fun, I suppose. Let's just go along here. Okay, well, we're here now. Is there anything hidden this way? There's more invisible walls, that's for sure. God damn it. Yeah, there's all invisible wall along here, so I can't even go along this part of the path. Fine. Then let's just explore the valley from this end. Skip all the middle stuff.
He was working another late night, and my friends were over, saying how bored they were and how they had come all the way out to my house for nothing. One of them mentioned how that old, ugly beyond belief truck was still in the garage, and how we should take it for a spin. I was only 15, so I kind of fought it for a while. The next thing I knew, we were careening around the mountain path, rocks spitting onto the sides of the cliff, while my dad's cringeworthy bluegrass blared out the speakers. I drove while my friends were in the back of that yellow and purple truck, throwing beer bottles and trash at anything remotely interesting. Felt like I was soaring in the air with borrowed wings. But all good things have endings. A cop outside of Eagle River pulled us over after he saw us in a bottle rocket into someone's yard. What followed was a long night of talking to disappointed adults and feeling smaller than ever.
Oh dear. Oh well, that's what you get. So let's move on and collect more of these. I think there's something glimmering over here. Yes. A sneaky one hidden in the foliage. Actually, the foliage is kind of interesting because it's going to make it a lot more difficult to find like little items that are hidden around on the ground. Like over in the snowy level, they were just sitting out in the ground. You could see them from quite a distance away. But on this level, that's not really going to be possible. So if they're not going to have put items out here to stop people from missing them because they're so difficult to see, or they're going to be here and just more difficult for me to find. Well, let's continue to collect stuff. I think it is eventually going to want us to climb up there towards the waterfall. Ooh, this one is different. Huh. Let's assume that this isn't gonna do something horrible. Ooh, I now have butterfly powers. Ooh, I do. That gave me a super jump. Does it respawn? It does. I wonder if there's going to be any other star things that are like hidden up in the trees or something. I never even bothered to look up. I'm assuming I can carry this power with me and just use it once, and then when I use it, it goes back to where it came from. Yes, they're flying back up to the top of that rock. Okay, interesting. Do I need to use it to get up here? I guess the answer is sort of. Technically, I suppose I was up there. That's hilarious. I got the thing, haha! So you can get up there technically without the butterfly power, but obviously you would you couldn't you couldn't keep the butterfly power and come up here normally, because as soon as you jump you're going to use a butterfly power. Okay. And then all of this will be more normal. Yes, okay. So these are all regular jumps, and that's obviously the way forward. But do we think there is anything that might be hidden in the treetops that the butterfly power would help us to get? I don't think so, because I don't think you could jump quite that high. And all of the rocks are kind of fairly far away from the trees. Actually, this one's right by a tree. But could I get up onto this rock without jumping onto it? Yes. Okay. What tree would be most reachable potentially from this rock? Maybe this one? Okay, but the butterfly power is definitely not enough to get that high. Alright. So I doubt there's probably anything hidden in the trees. Let's just check around behind this rock before we move on up to the water volcano. Aha! I was about to leave, but there's some stuff hidden behind this rock. Oh, I see beer cans being added to the mix. Something man? Mountain Man. Wow, that sounds like a quality beer to me. Not. Okay. Leave no stone unturned, as they say. So let's grab the butterfly power and head on up the cliff. God damn it. Whee! Okay, it's a little bit easier than trying to scrabble up the cliff like a human. So what else have we got up here? Okay, so anything hanging off the edge? No. Let's check behind these rocks before we climb up the cliff. Nothing that way, and we're climbing up there anyway. Alright, so we have left, right, and straight ahead. Ah, I see another butterfly power or two around the place. Or three even. Interesting. Well, obviously once I go down there it's going to be very difficult to get back up here. So let's explore this area first. Okay, I'm guessing that is the exit of the level that way, so I'm probably looking at this area. Let's head on over this way. I don't think there's any possibility of me climbing this thing. No. Okay. So let's head on over to this side. I don't think there's anything down here, but better safe than sorry. Just run along this ridge. See, there's another star item off down there. Aha! There is some stuff, some more fireworks. Some Roman candles called Star Spangled Banner. And I'm not going to be able to climb up that. So I guess let's go down here. Is there anything lurking around this way? No. Not apparently, anyway. And let's head down into the valley proper. Whee! And get another star item.
After he drove me home from the police station, I blew up at him, saying how I never wanted to be like him, how I was gonna be someone and leave that hick icebox for good. He just looked forward at the road with tired eyes. I took out that bluegrass tape from the cassette deck and chucked it out the window. In my sage teenage wisdom, I thought I had proved the ultimate point. But my dad had a different idea. He slammed the brakes, slowly bowed his head while gripping the steering wheel, and finally looked at me. All he said, like it was a polite request, was, "Make this right." I sat there in silence, fuming, but I eventually got out and combed every square inch of the woods, muttering profanity after profanity. I found it 30 minutes later, near a small waterfall off the road. I went back to the truck, put the wet tape back in, and sure enough it worked. We didn't speak another word to each other the rest of the night.
Wow, I knew you were a crazy teenager, but...
It's hard to believe, isn't it? Surprises me too. It's like I didn't really know who that kid was back then. I bet my dad thought the same thing over and over. It's almost like he was saying, "Make this right," to himself, more than to me.
Those crazy mixed up teens. So we got ourselves, excuse me, we got ourselves another butterfly power, but I can't even do a single jump. Oh, hello. Yoink. Can't even do a single jump without using it. So that's interesting. I'm not sure why, because like there's one here and there's one like right over there. Can I stack them? If I pick up this one and I pick up the other one, do I get 2 butterfly shots? Maybe. Because if I could double butterfly jump. Ooh. Oh, so close, so close. Come on, come on, come on. Let me up, let me up, let me up, let me up. God damn you, Cypher. Okay, but I might be able to multi-stack those. And I suppose if I get this one that's up by the waterfall first, then I can collect that one. And is there a possibility to collect this one without having to jump onto the rock? It looks like it. If I go up here, then I could drop down onto the rock and get the third one, which would allow me to get all 3, which could bring me up to there. Okay, and I can't get that thing without butterfly power, so let's get this first. Hooray! Okay, and let's bring ourselves up to the waterfall. Is there water down there? There is. I'm assuming it's safe. It does indeed appear to be safe. Ooh. But there's nothing hidden behind it. Now, if they hid any of those glowing star dots in here, that would be a little unfair, I think. So I'm going to assume they didn't. Okay, interesting. Let's climb up the waterfall and see if we can get this butterfly power-up. Okay, now we can't jump again. There's 2. There's 3. So now, with the power of 3 butterflies combined, surely we can make this jump. I don't know if there's any particularly good part of the cliff, so let's just try from here. Yes! Okay, so we got ourselves another 2 glowy things. This, I guess, is the dad's old rusty truck. Okay. Is there anything else up here? Or could we make our way over to anything else from here? Don't think so. All the terrain looks fairly rugged. I see there's more glowy things off over in the distance. And another star item. So maybe I'm wrong about this being the end of the valley? Let's just take a quick peek, because we are kind of coming up to the end of the episode time. But if it's right at the very end of this this area, then I'd be okay with extending the episode a little bit just to get to the end of the area, and then we could start the next episode in the next area. What's this? Is that a pencil? And some homework, I guess. Just some lined copybook paper. Okay, well, there's another cliff that we could potentially jump with butterfly powers that way. And is there anything off over here? Like, we have this large empty expanse which feels a bit weird. Let's just have a quick poke up here. I use double butterfly powers to get up onto this slope. But I'm guessing... yep, invisible wall territory. God damn them. Like, you could just put a single glowy star up here kind of for the focus. Put in a little bit of extra effort to try and reach these inaccessible spots. Okay, we're approaching the final cliff here. I have 2 butterflies. Hopefully that'll be enough. Ah, damn it.
My friends would laugh about that night and talk about how crazy it was, and I laughed along, pretending it didn't bother me. But it did. I imagined my friends growing old in the bush and able to find that thrill in those godforsaken ice fields. It's like those mountains were a literal wall, keeping me from leaving, where all I would have to look forward to are lumber yards and evening beers. I had to climb over. That was my only goal for a long time.
Okay, thank you, Joseph. So maybe that area was not the last area. In that case, I'm going to end this episode here, and we'll finish off the rest of our adolescence in the next episode. So thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next time on Von Milhausen Plays The First Tree.